Good morning. I'm going to be doing a half-hour or so class of exercises, one after the other. Most of them you know. Some of them might be slightly different. Have a go, but always make sure the tummy's tucked in and your glutes are wrapping round and simmering, and stay tall as you can, even when you're lying down on the floor. We're going to start with our running feet, which is where, excuse the mat, we start with one heel up and then we swap over. And remember, it's not a matter of staying down here. We're going up, down, up, down, up, down. That's it. So you're really getting a lift through that body as you're using the stomach, the glutes, the knees, the ankles, and standing tall. Keep going. Just for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to do both at the same time. So we're really working the calves. The sun is shining really beautifully right in my eyes, but it's gorgeous to have the sun shining. That's it. Now I'm going to throw in a balance here. So we're rising up, tucking it in, growing tall, we're holding, and then another 4 bounces, down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up, and hold. That's it. Now if you find that those ankles wobble outwards, draw them in and then lower. And again, last one. Down and up, down and up. 3 and 4, and we hold. You should be feeling a burning through the back, through the calves, and slowly release. Okay, shake those legs out. That should have warmed them up beautifully. We need some stretches through the ankles. So we're going to place a foot forwards. I'm going to do this sideways. Foot forwards, the other foot at the back. Both legs are straight. The heel at the back is slightly turned out, not in, turned out. And then you bend that front foot, keep the body tall, feel the stretch through the calf. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and swap the legs over. Step forward, both legs are straight, bottom tucks under. And when you're ready, bend through the front and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do that one again. Swap. Get your control and then bend that front leg. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And swap over. Control. Bend. At the moment, we're only stretching the long calf muscle, the gastrocnemius. If you want to stretch the shorter calf muscle, called the soleus and plantaris, you can bend that back leg as well, but I'm only aiming for the gastrocnemius at the moment, the long calf muscle. And release. Come back to the center. We're going to do our little plie movement. So we're going to tuck the heels together, stand up tall, and we're going to bend the knees like a frog. The knees go out to the side and you're clenching through those buttock cheeks and still tall through the body. Come up again. And again, down we go. And up. And down. And up. You should be feeling the wrapping through the bottom as the knees gently bend. And up. Last 2. Down. And up. Last 1. And up. Keep those toes where they are. Lift the heels up. Turn the heels out and place behind the toes. And then we're going to go into our regular squat. Parallel squat. Knees forward, hips back. And up. 6 of these. 2. Breathe on the way down. Clench on the way up. Breathe and clench. Breathe. I've lost count. Go on, let's do 2 more. And last one. Down and up. Let's not finish with those squats. Turn the toes out, then the heels, then the toes again. And remember, on this second squat, this wide squat, the knees don't come in, they want to come outwards. So we push down. You can lift the arms and lower and up and lower. 3. Good. 4. I'm loving this sun. 5. And 6. Hold. You ready for your bounces? Make sure you've got good movement in those knees. Don't let them roll in. Push them out. Use your glutes. And we bounce. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pushing out over those little toes. And then come up. Clench the glutes. Roll those feet back to the beginning. Well done. Have a little shake through those legs. And then we're going to start with those shoulders. The movement is one of rolling a shoulder, then putting your hand on the shoulder, draw a circle with the elbow, then stretch the arm down and draw a big circle with the arm. Again, roll the shoulder, then draw a circle with the elbow, then draw a circle with the arm. Now notice my hips are staying square, but my shoulder and my upper body are getting a little bit of rotation going on here. Roll, circle, big circle, roll, circle, big circle. Going backwards with these circles. And then we're going to come forwards. So roll that shoulder forwards. Draw a circle forwards with the elbow. Then draw the arm forwards. Roll forwards. Elbow circle forwards. Shoulder and arm come forwards. Round, round, round. Circle round, round, round. Last one on each shoulder. There we go. There may be some noises from the road in the background. Roll those shoulders back 3 times. 2, 3, and then roll them forwards. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Shake those arms out. We're going to do our archers. With the archers, we're flat through the feet, square hips, and it's the body that's going to rotate, not the pelvis. Bring the arms forwards. You then take the arm, the right arm, bring the hand towards your chest and rotate the upper body. Then you're going to extend that back arm and look at the hand behind you. Draw the hand back to the chest wall and bring it back. Hand to the chest wall, rotation through that upper body. Extend. Hand to the chest wall and forwards. 1 to the chest wall. Extend. Look at that hand behind you. Hand to the chest wall and forwards. And remember, this hand at the front stays there. So it's not wobbling around and it's not coming with us. It stays forwards to hold you in position. And forwards. 2 more. Extend. Come in and forwards. Left arm. Extend. Come in and forwards. These last 2 we're going to do, I'm going to take the arm up and over. So we're going to bring the hands to the chest wall. We're going to take the hands to the back. And then you're bringing that hand up and over. Hand to the chest wall, extend, bring it up and over. Chest wall, extend, up and over. Chest wall, extend, up and over. From here, we're going to go into our roll down, a full roll down, but we're going to add the squat into it. So from the side, it looks like so. The chin tucks, we roll the upper body, we go part way so that the hands are on the knees. You then keep the curl in the spine. Bend the knees into a squat, arch. Come back and unravel. Okay, I'll do it from the front. Take the breath in, chin to chest, roll the upper body. The hands come to the knees. We've got the curl in the spine. Bend the knees. Extend. Curl. And roll up. 2 more of these and then we'll do a full roll down. Roll the head. Down into a curl. Bend the knees. Extend. Feel like I'm sun worshipping, it's marvellous. Tuck. And unravel. And if you're doing this at home on a rainy day, just imagine the sun there. Curl. Bend. Extend. Bit of sun worshipping. And then, and yes, I have got my factor 15 on. Unravel. So we're going to go down to the floor at this point. Take a step to the side of your mat. And we're going to roll all the way down. No extension here. Tuck the chin in. Rolling down. Keeping that weight forwards over those toes. Don't let that bottom swing back. Lift from the stomach. Down we go. All the way. Take a breath in at the bottom. Breathe out and unravel. Shoulders down. Unraveling all the way to the top of the neck. And again. Breath in. Breathe out. This is your last one. All the way down. And then walk forwards into a box position. Knees down. We're going to work on this into an eye through the needle to again rotate that upper back and give us a lovely stretch. Take the left hand and thread it between the right hand and the right knee. So we get a rotation stretch and hold. Breathe out and come up. Breath in. Opposite way. Stretching through, resting the shoulder and the head. I've shut my eyes, the sun's right in my eyes. Resting your head and your shoulder on the floor. Feel the stretch in the upper back. And unravel. Opposite way. And unravel. Last one. Reach through, stretch. And then unravel. Fantastic. Here we go with a little bit of a workout on the legs. So we're going to do our swimming legs. I'm going to come forwards on the mat so you can see the movement. You're still in a box position. The extension of the leg goes backwards and we're going to lift and lower. Now make sure when you're doing this lift, I don't get the hip twisting and you don't sag on the other hip. You tuck that hip in on the balancing hip and then you lift this leg up using your glutes. From here, we're going to lower and lift, lower and lift for 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring that leg back in. Repeat on the other side. Extend the leg. Float it up. Again, make sure this hip hasn't sunk outwards. It's tucked right in, using your stomach, keeping this buttock working. Down and up. Down and up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Bringing it back in. I'm going to move the camera back slightly so you get more of an idea. So if I've edited this properly, you just get a better view. Again, we're going to repeat. Extend, lift, down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring the leg back in. Second time on the other leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Look at the length of my spine. It's remaining beautifully long. And all the work is coming from my glute. I think I've done an extra one. Release. We're now going to lie down on our tummies and do our one leg kick. So, find yourself comfortably laying on the floor. The one leg kick is where your heel comes towards your bottom, and then we do it on a little pointing bounce, a little flexed bounce, and then we return it, making sure that that pelvis isn't rising up. You use your glutes, lift through the stomach, relax the upper body, and go. Kick, 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 release. Kick, 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 release. Kick, 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 release. Keep going. If you want to make this slightly harder, you can, as you release, you extend it in the air. There. And lower. Kick, kick, kick. Extend it in the air. And lower. But we're not working through the lumbar spine. You're using your glutes. Kick, kick, kick. Extend. And lower. Kick, kick, kick. Extend. Lower. 2 more. Last one. Brilliant. Well done. You can go into a shell stretch just to relax if you wish. I'll give you 10 seconds. And after that 10 seconds, we're going to roll onto our backs to start with some hundreds. I'm using my crib sheet to remind me what I'm supposed to be doing, so if I keep looking backwards, you'll know what I'm doing. Let's roll ourselves down onto our backs. We're going to start with one leg up. Okay. Tuck in the tummy. Make sure you're in neutral. Lovely tabletop position. Float the arms up and then start tapping and breathing. Let's lower that leg, keeping it light. Float the other leg up on the breath out. If you're feeling confident, we're going to go with both legs. So you need to tuck your tummy in, make sure your pelvis isn't going to move, and float the opposite leg up to tabletop position. For those of you who are, again, able to do so, tuck your chin in, curl the head and shoulders off the mat, and let's keep going. To push yourselves on that last 10, we're going to extend the legs. Keep them up high, makes it easier. The lower you do it, the harder it is. I do not expect you to end up like this. Very much keep it high. I said the last 10, I think we're going for 30 here. And release. Pull the knees in towards the chest, give your back a little bit of a hug. Straight into scissors. Arms down, both legs up. Lower one leg down, take the breath. Tiptoes are on the floor. Swap, 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 swap. 5, 6, 7, 8. Doubles, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Swap those legs over, keeping that stomach tucked in. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Nice and relaxed. Release. Let me check what we're doing next. Oh, the hip twist. We're going to do a single hip twist, but the leg is going to be in tabletop. So you're going to have to control the abdominals and the pelvis. Excuse me squinting my eyes, sun's directly at me. As you open the leg, you keep that hip, both hips on the floor, and this opposite knee straight up to the ceiling. I'll show you on this right side. The left stays up as the right opens out to the side, and draw it back up and lower it down. If you want to put your hands onto your hips to make sure you're not rocking and rolling, that's quite useful. Open out, bring it back in, lower down, float this up, open to the side, draw it back in, lower down. I haven't fallen asleep, I'm shutting my eyes because the sun's again shining at me. Up we come, lower it down, float, open, draw it back and lower it down. You can do this on the floor, so you're simply allowing the hip to rotate out to the side, keeping the pelvis stable on the floor, and draw it back in. Float it out to the side and draw it back in. Your choice as to which one you wish to do. This one on the floor is obviously going to be easier because we've got our foot planted on the floor and gives you some stability. Open and come back in. I should have maybe done this with my sunglasses on. Or alternatively, the leg is up, we open it, we bring it back, we lower down, float it up, open it out, bring it up and lower down. Very nice. Okay, so we've done a load of abdominal work. Let's lie onto our sides. I believe we're on to simple lift and lower. I prop myself up, but I will lie down. The lift and lower is the feet are just slightly in front of you, tummy's tucked in. When you're laying down, there is a little hole underneath your waist and you keep it there. Top leg lifts and lowers. Lift and lower. Again, you're going to see me shut my eyes. I'm not going to sleep, but I have the sun directly at me. It's very beautiful, but difficult to open my eyes whilst I'm doing the exercises. 2 more. Last one. Keep the leg up on this very last one. Hold it there, and we're going to do our little parabolas. So the leg, keep the hip stable, is going to walk forwards, lower to the floor, then it's going to lift. It's going to draw a half a circle and come behind you and lower down to the floor. You've then got to really use your glutes and your stomach to hold you as that leg lifts up and comes to the front. Lift and to the back. Lift and to the front. This top arm can rest down lightly if you feel you need a bit of stability. Up and down, up and down. Last 2. And down, up and down. Go on, throw in another one. Up and down. Lift that leg back up and pop it back onto the other one. We roll onto our side. No, we don't. We roll onto our tummy. And we're going to do some plank holds. 2 different ways. You can either do it from the knees, so we're in our half plank position, and if you're in your half plank, you've got to get those glutes working and tuck the tummy in, and you're going to hold. Or if you're feeling like you're strong enough, you can go into the full plank position, and we're going to count down from 10. So hold your position. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release. If you're on a full plank, release onto the knees. If you're in your half plank, release the arms. Back into a shelf stretch just to take the break. 2 seconds. Nice deep breaths. Back into your plank hold position, whether it's a half plank or a full plank. So your half plank, again, you're coming through, tucking your bottom in and your stomach, and hold that position. Those of you who want to go into the full plank, you're holding. 10, 9, 8. You don't have to do the full 10-second hold. If you only want to do 5, just do the 5. 6, 7, which way was I going? 8, 9, 10, or backwards. 3, 2, 1. Knees down and into your shelf stretch. Let's go on to the other side to do our opposite leg. Lying down on our side. Again, hips stacked, little waist hold, top leg, up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we lift it up, bring it to the front, lower it down. Use your glutes to lift and then lower to the back. Notice I haven't let my hips roll. They're tucked in, and then you've got to use your glute to lift and bring it forwards. Up and back. Up and forward. That's 3. This is 4. 5. 'And then we go backwards, lift up, come forwards, last one for good luck. And then lift it up and put it back onto the other leg. Should be equal length. Roll back onto your stomach, back into our plank holds. Get your positioning. If you're coming up into your half plank, knees behind, tuck your bottom down and hold. Alternatively, tuck those toes underneath, bring your knees up, and we're holding. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into your shelf stretch. And for those of you feeling very, very fit today, let's go for a last one. Are you ready? 4th plank hold, either on your half plank or on your full plank. Make sure you're comfortable in your plank. Have a wriggle and go. 10, 9, 8, 7. God, this seems interminable, doesn't it? 6, 5, 4, 3. Do you think this is the video going slower? 2 and 1. Knees down. Take the well-earned shelf stretch and we'll come up just to loosen up with a deep breath. Roll up. Step up. Come face the front. And let's have our deep breaths. Are you ready? Breath in. And breathe out. Breath in. Breathe out. Last one. Breath in. And slowly breathe out. The sun has finally gone in and I can open my eyes now. Well done, everybody. That's a 30-minute workout.